What is going on, everybody? Red Velvet's back for the Youth Sports Chowdown, episode 123. 123. It's hard to believe we've had 123 episodes of this great show highlighting local talent. This is just the beginning. We're going to get bigger. The territory's going to keep expanding. If you didn't know that, that's the goal. The goal is global domination, one sport, one territory at a time. But I'm a one-man band, so I can only go so fast. But anyway, I want to give a huge shout-out to the people, that reach out to me, send me stats, send me the pictures, send me the podiums. If you've not got your podium picture published yet, trust me, it's coming. I got bombarded yesterday, and I have, I got what I could yesterday posted, today posted, and it's going to roll over to tomorrow. So keep sitting in those podium finishes, championship finishes, runners-up. I don't care. The kids that work hard, high school, pro, college, youth, don't care. They're going to get highlighted on this page. So thank you to everybody that's been submitting those. I'm going to keep them coming. It's been a crazy weekend, championship weekend. Sectional championships were going. They were going. I think we have five sectional champions out of the Dinerverse right now. I'll have to double check my notes. Good thing they're over here on this monitor that you cannot see. So it's just been a busy weekend. I hurt myself yesterday. My kid wanted to run, and I think I tore my Achilles. Maybe not tore, but I strained it, and now I walk with a limp. I feel like 50 Cent. Walk with a limp. Gotta walk with the limp. The kids there like, who's 50 Cent? Well, your parents would know. So anyway, I hope you're having a great Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. If you didn't have a great weekend, I'm sorry. But we're going to keep moving forward. Real quick, I got to thank the people that make this possible, the sponsors. Thank you to those wonderful sponsors. Also, thank you to our subscribers for 99 cents per month. You can subscribe to the Diner Podcast. All you got to do is click that button twice, and you are subscribed to the Diner Pod on Facebook. 99 cents per month, early access to podcasts and episodes and other cool things. I've started to release the all Diner Pod girls basketball teams. So if you want to get a sneak peek on those will be out later when I get time. But anyway, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our subscribers. So let's get down to business. We're going to start off the first. Oh, wait, we got community notes. My bad. I can't jump to the next level athletes till we got the community notes. We'll start off FHS Soccer. We just had a great interview with their president, Anthony Spinks. This is their travel team. They are still looking for one middle schooler, ages 5th to 8th grade, for their middle school team. They're looking for 2 high school athletes for their high school team. So if you're interested, please reach out to FHS Soccer. It's the biggest thing coming. Young up-and-coming league started in 2024, and now they have over 150 athletes in their program. They are getting their fields ready. Rec practices start pretty soon, so the fields are getting ready for those. So there's that. We have a championship right here. Fountain Central junior high swim team right there. They're the Attica Invite champions. Congratulations. They are now 7-1 on the year. Hey, man, swimming. I don't know any first thing about swimming. I can barely swim myself, but congratulations to those athletes. They're very good. Keep pushing. And then we have Chase Winkler from Frontier. Hit the 1,000-point mark. He is in the 1,000-point club. Congratulations, Chase from Frontier High School. We'll learn more about this weekend's games. So congratulations, Chase. Also, the Honey Creek girls basketball JV team, the 7th grade JV team, are the Vigo County champs. They beat all the other Vigo County schools. So congratulations to the Honey Creek Bees. Honey Bees. I might have butchered that. Still learning. So congratulations to those ladies. Now it is time for the next level athletes. As soon as I find it. There it is. All right, this first segment, next level athletes. People are like, what is the next level athlete? Next level athlete, we got the Dinerverse, the schools, the teams I talk about. You start off on the rookie report, and then you go to the varsity special, and then you go to the next level. So when the athletes out of the Dinerverse area go to play in the pros, go to play in college. I keep covering them. You don't get away. And if you turn into a professional wrestler, you really don't get away. I'll keep talking about that too. So we're going to start off with the NBA. Terre Haute South star Craig Porter Jr. plays on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers took on the Knicks. The Knicks did beat the Cavs. I'm sorry, I can't read my monitor. The Cavs won 113-109. Jalen Durant had 24 points and 14 rebounds for the Pistons. Jalen Tyson, 22 points and 4 assists. And then Craig Porter Jr. Of course, somebody would call me poo off. Craig Porter Jr., 7 points, 8 rebounds for him. You know, people got bad timing. Don't they know I'm doing this show? Leave me alone. Gosh, I woke up. I just had a nap. I just woke up. I'm feeling great. And then somebody has to call me. It was spam, too. Wasn't anything important. Moving along. Cavaliers then took on the Celtics. The Celtics get the dub, 109-98. Jaylen Brown had 23 points and 9 rebounds. And then Donovan Mitchell, 30 points and 7 boards. And Craig Porter Jr. added a rebound. Now we're going across the pond. We're going to go to Hungary. Cloverdale basketball star Jalen Moore plays for Ingas Kormid out of Hungary. Plays in that Hungarian basketball league. I don't know what it's called because I don't know. I try to give you an excuse. I just don't know. They took on Alba. Ingas Kormid pulls out the dub, 96-94. Jalen Moore led the team with 29 points. Congratulations, Jalen. That is all for the professional side. Now we're going to go down to women's basketball hoops. I guess that's women's hoops. I don't know. The NJCAA Region 24 quarterfinals. Lakeland College took on Danville Community College. Lakeland win 85-41. And then they advance to the semifinals, and they run into Illinois Central College. Illinois Central College does win 87-56. That does cap off the season for Lakeland Community College. We pivot to the men's basketball. You know, somebody trying, I go away. Gosh, try to have your phone up for something cool and then spam. We're going to start over boys basketball. Men's basketball, not boys. They're men. They're in college. They're men. The MVC tournament. Valparaiso takes on ISU. Valparaiso wins 63-62. For ISU, Camp Wagner, 13 points and 8 rebounds. And then for Valpo, Rackham Cheney, 18 points and 5 boards. And then the Greencastle Tiger Cub, Brody Whitaker, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and a cycle. That's right. Then Valpo took on Bradley. Bradley does win 90-84. Brody Whitaker led the team, 25 points and 5 rebounds. And then Ahmet Janovic, 18 points, 7 rebounds, and the cycle. Now we move over to Ball State. Joey Hart, Linton Minor. I'm wearing my Linton hat today. Plays for the Cardinals. Ball State's in the MAC tournament. They took on Western Michigan, and the Cardinals went in overtime, 74-71. And then Ball State, Armoni Ziegler. I've said his name several times. He had 28 points and 8 assists leading the team. Justice Williams, 22 points and 6 boards. Then Ball State took on the Central Michigan Chippewas. 85-69 Chippewas get the win. Fat Brooks. Yes, that's his name. That's what it said on the roster. I don't know if it's a government name, but that's his name on the roster. Fat Brooks, 17 points and 3 rebounds. I'm going to say it one more time. Congratulations, Fat Brooks. That's a sweet name. Davion Hill, 25 points and 6 rebounds. Now we got some college wrestling. A little wrestling action. McKendree, he's on that. Jesus Lopez from Terre Haute South. There we go. NCAA Division II Super Regional Championships. McKendree took 3rd place overall, 2 regional champions, and 5 national qualifiers. And then U of Indy, Josiah Dito played with his dad back in the day in football from Terre Haute South. They were in the Super Regional as well. They took 4th place overall, and they had 5 national qualifiers. So congratulations to all the wrestlers over there. Look forward to that. Then we got college baseball. And that, dude, baseball season's busy. And there's a lot. They play a lot of the same teams, like back to back. For those who don't know, I retired from the baseball game at the age of 8, whatever, however old you are in 4th grade. That's when I hung it up because I was terrible. It was bad. So I'm going to stick to. I didn't play sports for a while. We'll get into that later. I'll do a separate podcast on that later. But yeah, so I don't know baseball a lot. So you really got to get your crayons out and explain it to me. But ISU had a 3-game series against Western Kentucky. They went 1-2. The first game was 6-5, Western Kentucky. Carter Beck, 2 hits and a ribby, and Nick Sutherland from Greencastle had a hit. Hunter Small and Braylon Searle had 3 strikeouts. The second game, the Sycamores get the dub 11-6. Emil Estrella had 3 hits, 5 rebounds, and a double. Nick Sutherland, 2 hits and a double. And then on the pitching side, Ty Brooks and Owen Roberts had 4 strikeouts. And then in the third matchup, Western Kentucky wins 7-4. Carter Beck had 2 doubles, and Grant Parson 5 strikeouts. And then we go to Vincennes University. They had 5 games. They played John A. Logan College, and John A. won 21-6. Then they had a 4-game series against Lewis and Clark Community College. I'd love to know where Lewis and Clark Community College is because I just don't know where it's at. Lewis and Clark won the first game, but Vincennes battled back and they went 3-1 against this team. Lewis and Clark won 13-8, but then Vincennes wins 15-3, then 9-2, and 6-5. Then we got Murray State Racers, baby. They're in action. They played 4 games, 3-game series against UCF, but they started off against Mid-Tennessee. The Raiders win 5-2. Chris Hawkinson had a hit and a ribby, and then Ben Rosen had 2 strikeouts. Then Murray State goes down to Florida. Florida's a beautiful place this time of year. Took on Central Florida, and Central Florida got the sweep 8-3, 4-0, and 10-9. That last game, we see, thank you for that heart, we see Dylan Zinko on the mound, 3 strikeouts. And Anthony Paratano had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Then we got Indiana Tech. Indiana Tech. They are in a 4-game series. Well, they're in something. That's what I'm trying to figure out with all this. They're in something. Indiana Tech, they fought Georgetown, and Georgia win it. So they faced Georgetown twice. I don't know what it's called. Didn't have the title of the raw tournament. But some sort of invitational where they play multiple games. Indiana Tech beats Georgetown College 17-4. Noah McEldowney. Gosh, this is a hard name. I should have read this sooner. 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. And then Andrew Van Overen had 4 strikeouts. Then Indiana Tech takes on number 2, Georgia Gwinnett. And Indiana Tech gets the dub. They get the upset 2-1. And they beat Georgetown yet again 5-3. Bryce Hanna had a hit and 2 RBIs. Caleb Baum and Colton Leatherman 3 strikeouts each. And then they faced Indiana Tech. I didn't write that down. They faced Georgia Gwinnett again. We're going to say they won because that's what we do. Shorty, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. Doing my sports show thing. IU Kokomo, way down in Kokomo, or way up in my case. Jimmy Buffett's wrong. Kokomo's north. They had a 2-game series against Brescia. And Brescia, it's a 1-1 split. Brescia won the first game 8-5, and the Cougars win 15-3. Huntington we got Huntington baseball now. I'm kind of like all over the place. I had too much coffee today, and I'm just a little wired. Huntington had a 2-game series against Taylor. The Trojans got the sweep 2-0. The Trojans win 12-8 and 4-2. Game 1, Owen Willard led the way, 4 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. And RJ Anglin had 3 strikeouts. And then 4-2, the Trojans win. Jace Fowler, 3 hits, an RBI, and a double. And Kiefer Wilson had a ribby. Greencastle right there, baby. Max Engel had 6 strikeouts. And that does it for baseball. Now we got some softball action. IU Southeast takes on Shawnee State in a 2-game series. Shawnee wins 2-0. They got the sweep 2-0. Shawnee wins 11-4, and then Shawnee gets a shutout victory 14-0. Josie Lemons had 2 hits, and Liv Morris 1 strikeout. Now we got Indiana Wesleyan, the Tucson Invitational. IWU takes on Park University Gilbert. Gilbert wins 5-3, and then IWU. There's too many I's and U's. A lot going on there, and my brain can't comprehend that. If you've been following the Diner Pod long enough, you know I'm just a little slow. IWU gets the win over the Park University Gilbert 18-2. Whitney Waddell, 4 hits, 7 RBIs, a double, and a home run. That's almost a cycle. Lexi Thompson, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Avery Toole had 6 strikeouts. Then IWU takes on number 17, Northwest College out of Iowa. IWU wins. They get the upset right there, 9-0. They just beat the tar out of them. Morgan Yeater, 2 hits. Lexi Thompson had a hit, a ribby, and a double. And Isabel, oh gosh, this is a tough name, Badalcheshis had 4 strikeouts. Then IWU takes on Northwest College again. Northwest College does win this time, 5-4. IWU takes on College of St. Mary out of Nebraska. IWU wins 16-1. Morgan Yeater, 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Lexi Thompson had a hit, 2 RBIs, and a double. Avery Toole had 7 strikeouts on the mound. IWU takes on William Penn, and they get the shutout, 5-0 IWU with the dub. Whitney Waddell, 3 hits and an RBI. Lexi Thompson had a ribby. Isabel Batalichis had 3 strikeouts. I probably thought I sneezed there. No, I just can't pronounce the name. IWU takes on Dakota Wesleyan, 12-4. IWU with the win. Whitney Waddell, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and a triple. That is a 3-3-3. Isabel Badelichis had a strikeout. They got to quit pitching this girl. I can't pronounce her name. Then IWU takes on the University of Providence out of Montana. IWU gets the dub, 15-0. Maddie Martin, 2 hits, 3 ribbies, and a double. Lexi Thompson got a ribby, and Avery Toole had 8 strikeouts. Now we got Appalachian State. Clay City pitcher Sophie Moshos is on Appalachian State. And sorry for IWU. That was Lexi Thompson from the Dinerverse. App State had the Mountaineer Classic, and they played 4 games. They played 2 against Furman, 2 against Queens. App State takes on Furman in the first game, 10-0 App State with the dub. And then they win again against Furman, 15-1 in 5 innings. Macy Hamby had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and a double. And Sophie Moshos had 8 strikeouts. App State against Queens. App State wins in 5 innings, 11-3. And in the second game against Queens, they win 11-3 again in 5 innings. Michaela McLean had 4 hits, 3 RBIs, and a home run. And Sophie Moshos had 2 strikeouts. Now we got Rose Holman. The Rose Holman softball season has started. They were at the Space Coast Spring Games down in Florida. They played a lot of games. There's so many, they're not even all on my screen. They start off against Houghton, and the Engineers win in 6 innings, 12-4. Kayla Schnippel had 3 hits, and Abigail Shear had a hit and a ribby. Aubrey Smith had 6 strikeouts. Then they took on Albright. That score's wrong. It says Albright won 45-5. I'm going to highly doubt that they scored 45 runs. I'm guessing it was 5, and I fat-fingered it. That's why you always double-check your work, kids. Albright gets the dub. I don't know the score because it's not 45-5. I'll bet my entire paycheck on that. Emily Hodges had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Abigail Shearer had a hit. Audrey Thiering had 4 strikeouts. Then Rose Holman takes on Dubuque, and Dubuque wins in 8 innings, 2-1. Rose Holman takes on Baruch, and Rose Holman wins 8-3. And then we got a rematch against Albright. Rose Holman wins 2-0. Abigail Shearer led the team, 2 hits, a ribby, and a triple, and she's a freshman. Aubrey Smith had 3 strikeouts. Rose Holman then takes on Concordia Imhead. I don't know what that means, but Concordia Imhead won 8-6 in 8 innings. Jessica Newsom had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a home run. Abigail Shearer batted in a ribby. Audrey Thiering had 2 strikeouts. Then Rose Holman takes on Anna Maria. My parents just went to vacation in Anna Maria. I heard it's lovely down there. Rose Holman shuts out Anna Maria so they can go back to that little scenic place without scoring a run. Rosie Travioli, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a triple, and Abigail Shearer with a hit. Aubrey Smith had 2 strikeouts. Rose Holman then takes on Concordia Chicago. Chicago wins 9-4. Kayla Schnippel had 3 hits, and Abigail Shearer had a hit and a ribby. Then Rose Holman takes on New England, not the Patriots, just New England College. New England College wins 3-2. Abigail Shearer led the way, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a triple. Aubrey Smith had 5 strikeouts. And this, you start getting out there with learning schools and stuff, they come up with the craziest names. Rose Holman takes on, I pronounce this the best I can, Misericordia. Yeah, Misericordia is the name. I'm guessing. I don't know how to pronounce it, so that's where we're going. Misericordia. Misericordia wins 2-1 in 8 innings. Abigail Shearer had 2 hits and a triple leading the team. Audrey Thiering had 2 strikeouts. Wow. So there's a lot of hard names to pronounce when you get outside of the high school realm. That's okay. I'm going to bumble, rumble, and stumble through these for y'all. And these athletes are working hard, so I'm going to do my best to talk about it. Now it's time. Where's my mouse? We're having technical difficulties. There it is. It's time for the varsity special. All righty. Now, the varsity special, we got wrestling. Wrestling season is still going on. We had the 1A, 2A state, and we had the folk style state. We're going to start on folk style state. We have in the 16U division, Madison Mink from Franklin Central. She got second place in the 16U division. In the junior division, Dayana Dyson from Franklin Central got second place. And then in the veteran division, Tyler Thornton, representing the Alphas, he got first place in the veteran division. In the 1A, 2A state championship, as a team, Beech Grove took first place. And then we got some podium finishes. We got in first place, we got Lucas Scott, Emmett Walters, Anthony Bowen, Camden Laney. Hold on, I got a picture. We got Dakota Willoughby right there taking first place. Warren Pollard, Shelby Lightgable, Aubrey Bates, Paige Yarger, and Aubrey Barkowiak. Aubrey Barkowiak is a two-time state champion in this season. She won girls state back in December. I think it was December, January, somewhere around there. And then she just won 1A, 2A state. So congratulations, Aubrey, on a double state title this year. In second place, Josh Ushman, Austin Thomas, William Hollifield, Devin Orman, Cadence Lyons, Mackenzie Gilligy, Riley Deal, Alexa Lusting, and Alyssa Mantesta. So congratulations. Now we got boys basketball, sectional action. We start off round one. Avon against Brownsburg. Bulldogs win 54-49. Tyrone Elmore with 22 points and 3 rebounds. Elijah Wilson had 11 points and a block. Edgewood against Owen Valley. The Mustangs win 47-30. Western Boone against Delphi. The Stars win 63-55. Bo Sawyer had 25 points and 2 boards. Quinn Westerfeld, 16 points and 9 rebounds. Northmont against Seeger. The Chargers win 50-41. Colton Arnold had 15 points. South Putt against Southmont. Eagles win 54-41. Park Heritage against Greencastle. This went into overtime. This was a battle, an absolute battle between two great squads. I hated that it was round one. That would have been a great championship game. But, hey, that's the draw. That's what happens. It's luck of the draw. 56-44 in overtime. Wolves get the dub. Trey Shelsky going off, 28 points and 3 rebounds. Carter Crum, 10 points and 4 rebounds. Sam Gooch, 14 points and 6 rebounds. Trevin Long, 10 points, 2 assists. Lenton beats Eastern Green 79-63. West Vigo defeats North Knox 54-36. Cloverdale beats White River Valley 56-44. Crawfordsville takes on Danville. The Warriors win 75-61. Mason McCarty, butchered that one, 26 and 6 rebounds. Jonathan Smith, 17 points and 7 assists, and Jason Manette had 10 points and 6 rebounds. North Vermilion against Fountain Central in the sectional. This is also a WRV matchup. These two teams know each other very well. 50-34, the Falcons get the dub. Eli Foxworthy, 17 points and 4 rebounds. Aiden Batchelor had 11 points and an assist. Riverton Park against Attica, another WRC matchup. 54-43, Panthers with the dub. Frontier, I about said FTR, that's a tag team. Frontier, this is where Chase Winkler got his 1,000 points. They took on Clinton Central, and Frontier wins 73-34. Chase Winkler, 21 points and 6 rebounds. Cade Federer, 14 points and 3 boards. And Cole Kessler, 12 points and 4 assists. Then Bloomfield, versus North Central. The Cardinals win 66-39. Blake Neal, big game again, 23 points and 9 rebounds. Clay City defeats Duggar Union 68-44. Terre Haute North beats Bloomington North 78-39. Bloomington South defeats Terre Haute South 60-45. We have Cascade taking on Edgewood. The Cadets win 60-48. Toby Savini, 15 points and 5 boards. Brady Trebley, 13 points and 8 rebounds. Davis Hart had 12 points and a block. And Marcus Hobson, 10 points and 3 rebounds. Northview beats Indy Washington 63-53. Western Boone beats Rensselaer Central, 71-48. Quinn Westerfield, 25 points and 6 boards. And Owen Oakley, 10 points and 3 assists. North Montgomery, I don't want to get in trouble with North Montgomery took on Benton Central. Benton Central wins 63-36. Isaac Thornton had 10 points and 4 rebounds. And then we got a battle of Putnam County, South Putt versus North Putt. The Eagles win 58-32. Jace Monett and Owen Query had 8 points for the Pant Cougars. Wrong cat. They're the Cougars. I'm sorry. Park Heritage takes on South V. 85-22 Wolves get the dub. Carter Crum, 13 points and 3 assists. Trey Shelsky had 13 points and 3 assists as well. Isaac Pickle, 11 points, 2 rebounds, and yes, he got the cycle. Henry Bush had 9 points and 3 rebounds. Linton takes on South Knox. Miners win 54-48. Sullivan beats West Vigo 59-37. Covington comes up on the short end against Lafayette Central Christian, Central Catholic. I don't know. They're too far away. I don't remember. 63-34. Crew Ryman had 16 points and 4 rebounds. North Vermilion takes on Riverton Park. Falcons win 51-29. Cloverdale beats Shackermack in overtime 50-49. Bloomfield beats Clay City 51-28. And Frontier beats Bethesda Christian 56-51. No, I'm sorry. Frontier did not win. The Patriots are Bethesda Christian, not the Frontier Falcons. I'm dumb. I'm a dunce. Sorry. Now we got sectional championships now. Terra North against Bloomington South. And spoiler alert, Terra North, they won. They are back-to-back sectional championships. They are on a 21-win streak. So congratulations to the Patriots. Then Northview against Cascade. And yes, Northview wins back-to-back sectional championships. First time in school history, 64-43. Brady Trebley, 14 points and 4 rebounds. And Toby Savini, 12 points and 2 boards for the Cadets. Congratulations on a tremendous season to Cascade. Good luck next year. Western Boone against the Benton Central Bison. The Bison win 64-56. And then Park Heritage against South Putt. The Wolves win 63-44. They are back to back 4 times consecutive sectional champions. Trey Shelsky, I think it's a record. He's a 4-time sectional champion. Congratulations to the Wolves. Trey, speaking of Trey, 19 points and 3 rebounds. Brendan Goings, 18 points and a rebound. Carter Crum, 18 points and 8 boards. Linton Stockton beats Sullivan. And yes, they are. Where's it at? Right there. They are sectional champions as well. And then North Vermilion defeats Lafayette Central Catholic. And they are sectional champs, 69-53. And Bloomfield beats Cloverdale 53-48. Now we got middle school wrestling, and there's a lot. There's a lot of wrestling. Middle school seasons, I think it's at the end now. It's over for most schools. Now we got club wrestling going on in freestyle. Crawfordsville at Covington in a duel. Covington wins. Franklin Fountain Central at Seeger in a duel. Seeger wins. Then we got the Hendricks County Middle School Tournament. Brownsburg West takes the first place as a team. Some podium finishes. We got Waylon Alps from Avon North, Davin Island from Avon West, and Xander Pedroza from Avon West. Second place, we have Grayson Moore from Avon, Luke Phillips from Avon, Theo Schauf from Avon, Mason Sanders from Cascade, Andrei Kostinovov from Avon. A lot of Avon here. Barry Smith, Hoyt Rose, Olam Kalurejo, John Phillips, Cameron Angelechi, and Ollie Branham. Some of those are a mouthful to say. Then we got the NSC Wrestling Championships. Brownsburg West takes first place again. They're a wrestling factory if you don't know. They're tough. Some first place podiums. We got Julian Flores, Joel Lenahan, Conlon Linville, Xander Pedroza, Jordan Cushingberry, Keegan Smith, Joey Carter, Cameron Anglicia, and Ezra Ashman. Second place, we got Theo Schauf, Reagan Niemer, Andre Kostenov, Alan Kearns, John Phillips, Sammy Mackinson, and Olawupe Akronima. Woo! That's a lot to say right there, pal. Frankfurt Middle School Invite. Twin Lakes gets first place as a team. Some podium finishes. Easton Kelsey, Josiah Lawrence, Emery Light, Christian Jimenez, Sean Koval, all from South Mont. And then Sully Rourke, Alexa Whitlow and Luke Light from South Mont as well. The RCMS Invite, Kankakee Valley took first place. And then 2 young men from Frontier, Bronx Young and Eli Neal, take second place. And now we got WrestleMania. Western Boone WrestleMania. That sounds like a fun tournament. And there was a lot of people a lot of schools that I talk about were at this tournament. Seeger takes first place. Now here's the JV podium finishes. There's several. William Robinson, Rowan Walter Sharm, Jacob Lyons, Calvin Waddell, Levi Nelson, Daniel Belui, Rafael Sanchez, Callum Benner, Michael Hamilton, Zane Miller, Lane Reedy, Brandon Leno Gill, Jake Robinson, and Daniel Murdoch. And then second place, Luke Hafner, Gunnar Hensley, Cormac Murray, Thomas Liddister, Jaden Vaughn, Jose Hernandez, David Depew, Araya Napier, Jaden Randall, Allison Stater, Ricky Cotton, Jorge Cuevas, Natalie Sly, Nova Veneta, and Connor Shirley. That was the JV side. Now we got varsity. There's a lot. Like I said, it was WrestleMania. WWE has a 2-day show for WrestleMania. So this is going to be a big tournament for Western Boone. Telling you right now. And then varsity, we got Ty Williamson, James Madrano, which I think I have a graphic. Let me look. Right there, James Madrano, first place at WrestleMania. Waylon Ellingwood, Leo Munez, Wrigley Flock, Sawyer Curbin, Zeke Plunkett, Preston Coakley. I got another graphic right there. Boom. Congratulations. Burke Ratliff, Robbie Scanlon, Crick Herndon, Jasper Stewart, Gustavo Campos Ortiz, Elijah Pfister, Owen Pfister, Connor Palmer, Gabriel Depew, and Isaac Hawk. I'm putting my magic sunglasses on so you can't see my eyes. Yeah. Second place, we got Jace Anderson, Garrett Vermillion, Richie Hale, Quentin Carey, Lane Smith, Trevin McKinney, Austin Rogers, Lucas Griffith, Hunter Ray, Lyndon Park, Colin Jeffrey, Sawyer Zaire, Hannah Beasley, Charlie Montgomery, Connor Rosen, Drake Wagner, and Caleb Douglas. That's a lot of names. Then we got the girls division. In first place, Rimley Redden from North Montgomery, Mackenzie Best, Annalise Maltzberger, Hunter Hanthorn, and Ava Adkins. Second place, we got Olivia Jernigan, Paisley Paddish, Janae Payne, and Jade Rivers. And now we got the ISWA Folk Style State Finals. In the 14U division, we have 4 second-place finishes, all from Franklin Central. Reagan Niemer, Autumn Coffey, Ariel Morrow, and Layla Dunn. Congratulations. And then our final segment for the varsity special, we got middle school hoops. I guess it's 14U travel. The Havoc 14U Silver out of Paris, Illinois. They played some games this weekend on Sunday. Shout out to Jeremy Eisen for hooking me up with this contact. The Havoc took on the Spider Elite. The Spider Elite just edged out the Havoc, 40-38. Brooklyn Isom had a double-double, 14 points and 12 rebounds. Emma Williams had 8 points and 4 rebounds. Then the Havoc take on the Midwest Explosion. The Havoc win 43-41. Adley Pearson had 6 points and 6 rebounds. Peyton Frazier had 6 points and 2 steals. And Emma Williams, 6 points and 5 rebounds. And that does it for the varsity report. Wait a minute. Where's the WIC wrestling? Did I not get that one? I totally forgot that. So there were some podium finishes at WIC. Totally butchered those. And here are some of your winners. Let me pull up some notes here. These are all from South Putt. Thank you, DC Cook, for sending these in. All champions. South Putt had 5 champions. Congratulations to everybody. Let me pull this up real quick. I thought I had all my notes, but that's what happens when you just rush into things. But it was Xander Thomas, Roman Cook, David Pryor, Colton Monett, and Braylon Chambers, all from South Putt Middle School. Congratulations to those studs. So now it's time for the rookie report, if I can find it. I got to work on my timing with drinking water and the rookie report stuff. We just got youth wrestling in the rookie report. ISWA Folk Style State Finals. We have in the 6U podiums, Eli Strain from Prodigy. Where's he at? Right there. Boom, baby. And then in second place, DJ Steele and William Bowman from in second place. 8U, Kylie Moore from Franklin Central and Chastity Robinson from the Alphas. 10U, Cam McCoy. Where's he at? Are you serious? Well, Cam McCoy, I thought I had the graphic up, but I don't. Gosh, Cam McCoy, first place, baby. He's a 59-pound champion. Kyan Franklin from Avon and Isolade Morgan from Franklin Central. Taylor Arts and Atlanta Edwards took second place in the 10U. In 12U, we had Michaela Fink takes the championship. Congratulations, Michaela. And then I had one last graphic. Riker Willis, WIC champ in his weight class. Congratulations to all the athletes. I don't know why I didn't have the WIC championship. I'm sorry about that. We'll get that. We will correct that. That's on me. All right, now it's time for my favorite part of the show, the Red Velvet Power Performers. This week's Power Performers are Madison Mink from Franklin Central, Tyler Thornton from Alphas Wrestling, Camden Laney from Southmont, Aubrey Barkowiak from Attica, Trey Shelsky from Park Heritage, Chase Winkler from Frontier, Quinn Westerfeld from Western Boone, Xander Pedroza from Avon West, Cameron Angelica from Avon West, Josiah Lawrence from Southmont, Eli Neal from Frontier, Callum Brenner from Seeger, Jasper Stewart from North Vermilion, Rimley Redden from North Montgomery, Brooklyn Ison from the Havoc, Eli Strain from Prodigy, Kylie Moore from Franklin Central, Cam McCoy from Northview Wrestling Club. Congratulations to all of the power performers. Congratulations to all the athletes. That was a big weekend in sports around the area, and I commend every one of you for going out there and giving it your best. I know next week we got regional basketball. I'm sure there's probably some wrestling going on somewhere. Well, there is down in Odin. If you want to make the trip to Odin, Elite Pro Wrestling. I'll be down there on commentary if you want to come check it out. But like I said at the beginning of the show, we're expanding our territory. We want to keep growing. So if you want us to cover your sport, your club, your activity, please reach out. We're on Game Changer. I'm on Max Preps every day, USA Bracketing. If there's another website on there to track stats and accomplishments, please let me know. But that does it for this week's edition of the Youth Sports Chowdown. We're going to end with our sponsors, and then we out. You guys take care. We'll see you next week. Keep pushing.